Welcome back, everybody. I'm glad to announce that thanks to all you guys, we have reached our first video of 200 views. Let's keep the ball rolling. So for today's video, I'm going to be talking about something that is imperative in today's day and age when it comes to Apex and actually all shooter games, in particular to Apex, because as many of you know, Apex has kind of taken a hit in terms of how many people have been playing it. With a lot less people playing it, that means that a majority of the people you come across are more likely to be more experienced players who actually enjoy the game and put time into it. So you're going to have to implement some new tactics to really set yourself apart from the rest of the pack. So luckily for you guys, I noticed one thing that I always do in my games. After watching my gameplay, I looked at some tips that I could pull, and I was going to show you guys how to play aggressive, but I realized that that's not something that is easy to pick up on. But what I'm about to show you guys is how to use leverage to your advantage, because this is something that's easy to implement. You don't need to technically get better at the game, but doing this will improve your likelihood of winning more Apex games. After jumping into a few matches, I pulled together 3 or 4 games that I wanted to show you guys. Now this first clip on the screen, I use my jump pad, use my launch pad to get on top of the building. Instead of pressing the team that I know is there, I get rid of the door, I let in some shots. I take off the shields for this first guy. You'll see again I take off the shields for the second guy before I push. I'm using my height leverage to get a better positioning. So now instead of going through the bottom of their building, I go in through the top. And in any shooter, having the high ground is very beneficial. Now I want you guys to pay attention real close. So their third teammate is going to push from the top. Now he's going to have the leverage on me. I get a little startled, I punch him. So I'm going to back up, and instead of just pushing him from that door, I'm going to take my time to go around. He's not going to expect it, and watch how easy this kill is. Later on in this game, I had the opposite happen to me. I had the low ground after I get an easy kill against a decent player with decent aim, and I want to show you how I use the natural environment as cover instead of just full on rushing him. So I let in a few shots, and then I'm going to peek, and as I peek, he lights me up pretty good. I'm going to use that natural environment because I do have the low ground to hide, reload, and I'm going to push him again. This turns into a little bit of an Octane versus Octane race, but you know I'm going to come out on top. Just a few short moments away, I run into a very similar situation, and I'm pushed up against this cave. I use my jump pad to get close, and I'm going to use the low ground and the cover to get a better shot and kill this guy. Now there's 3 of them here. My teammates are I don't know where, so I know I have to take them on pretty much by myself. I'm going to run around just to confuse them a little bit and get a better shot. So in this clip, it's the last team in the game. I am in the open, and I also have low ground, which is a terrible combination when it comes to using leverage. So I use my jump pad to get a little bit further up and behind that cliff. So I mean, these are basic things, but it's something that you have to take the time to think about while you're playing. You don't want to just go and blindly fight because you will die. After I feel a little bit more comfortable, I'm able to push up further because my team is kind of pushing around. I get the slide kill, and it was a great win. So when using these balloon towers, which we always use so often, instead of dropping on someone directly, you want to drop on something that gives you a little cover. Mind you, on console, a lot of these players aren't also using the same type of headphones that the more serious players use, so they won't even hear you coming. But when you land somewhere with cover and you get the first shot, it's almost a guaranteed kill. Pay very, very, very close attention to what's about to happen. This little move that I do here is how I get 15 kill games all the time. So there's 2 people behind this rock, and they never expect me to climb up, but I get such an easy kill. And I could have killed the second guy if my teammate didn't kill him first, but because it did that, they weren't even expecting me, and I'm telling you, 99% of the people you play will never expect you to climb this very thing that they're hiding with. Now at the end of the game here, I know that there's a team around me. I'm not exactly sure where. So instead of just snooping around downstairs, I go upstairs, and once I locate where they are, I'm going to drop down, use that leverage again. Instead of coming from the front where they're looking, I go through the back. Easy kills. See, this doesn't take skill to get more kills. It's really just game planning. At the end of the day, it's just like any sport. You could have skill, but if you are prepared and game plan more, you will be able to come out on top, and it's very applicable in Apex. I urge you guys to give this a shot. I want you guys to slow down your gameplay, slow down your decision making, and allow yourself to plan these things out before you fight. I'm going to show a clip near the end of this game. I was playing with 2 randoms and show you that leverage, even when playing with randoms who you may not be communicating with, will still allow you to win gunfights. In this end game situation, there's 3 teams other than mine, and mind you, I'm playing with 2 randoms like I said, and we take out all 3. Now, I did put in a majority of the work, but thankfully my teammates did support me in ways that allowed me to be a little bit more strategical than if they were to, not be as aggressive, because them being aggressive kind of pulls the distraction towards them, and I could play my game a little bit better. So right now I have low ground. I'm using the rocks to peek, take some shots. I finished this guy with the Mastiff, the best shotgun in the game. I'm gonna turn back because the other team is now pushing us, still using that same rock as leverage. I'm gonna go around, keep going back and forth. You never want to peek from the same spot, because then it's just a matter of head glitching, and you're gonna go against a head glitcher, and it's just not an effective way to fight. So you got to keep moving around. You see I keep bouncing around. They're not going to know where I'm coming from, where I'm going to shoot from, and I end up playing very methodically. This guerrilla warfare method works so well because most of these players are just trying to get highlight plays, but they don't realize them rushing and me using leverage is allowing me to get the highlight plays. As you just saw, I killed one of the last 2 teammates, and instead of standing in the same spot, I'm going to move around so they don't know where I am, and easy kill. Thank you everybody for watching my video. Remember, don't take this simple tip lightly. It will dramatically change your game. I want to give 2 real quick shout outs. One to all you guys who helped me achieve 200 views, because I know it may not be the biggest thing, but it's a start, and it's a start that I'm happy to say you all are a part of. And 2, I want to shout out Reddit user ZYXED1 for allowing me to use his render as the thumbnail. It was a beautiful piece of artwork, and I was happy that he let me use it. Please like and comment on this video, share it with a couple friends, and subscribe to the channel. Thank you all again, and I'm going to leave you with this Mozambique kill, because it's not every day you see one of those. See y'all next week.